seen things you people wouldn't believe.
What's up, guys? This is Brian at WHISPERSTATUS74. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the channel. This is the first time you are seeing me. Please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. This is actually a community video. I do these from time to time. They're basically a live stream without the live stream, but it's just a video where I talk directly to the community on this channel. The channel has reached 10,000 subs, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I can never have imagined that I would ever have more than a few friends and family watching, and now you guys have become my friends and family in so many ways. This video is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long. I do want to share some things, and I do want to, at least on a night like this, it is Christmas Eve, and I know this pandemic and this tragedy has made many of you or has changed your lives so much, and many of you more lonely and perhaps more introverted than you were before. So we're going to touch on all of that in this video, but I want to first say Merry Christmas, and to those of you that celebrate Hanukkah and celebrate other things, I want to just let you know that I want to celebrate you. So Merry Christmas to those of you that celebrate. Happy holidays. We have the new year coming up. Many of us are so excited to just say goodbye to this past year, and I'm there with you. But I primarily want to say hello to many of you that are alone. Now, it's Christmas Eve. I am married. I have 2 little girls. They've been on the channel, and life in this last year for me has been difficult as well. Change of career, change of lifestyle. There's been a lot of sickness in my own family, which is partly why I started this YouTube channel almost 3 years ago. We'll do a separate video on that. But it's changed my community here and life, again, changed my career, which is why you've seen less of me on the channel. But I can't tell you how grateful I am to have you guys there. YouTube for me was an outlet during some very lonely times with sickness in your own family, trips to the hospital, times, this is pre-pandemic, times where you are alone and you do spend time with your technology. That's times where you would normally share that with a friend that's beside you. And what this channel had allowed me to do is share that with you guys, to be able to record a clip or talk about a display. Now, the channel was birthed through some defective panels. It was more frustration based, but in reality, it was just a way to share and talk to people that had the same interests. To me, video games and movies and technology, though it can be very social, it can be a very isolating hobby for many of us. It's an isolating passion at times that maybe only you and a few friends understand. And on YouTube, in this community, we have 10,000 people that understand. And I am so unbelievably grateful. I never thought I would have more than 2 people watch, and those would be my best friends or family, not anybody other than that. So 3 minutes in, I want to say happy Merry Christmas. I also want to say thank you, as the channel just reached 10,000 subs. We have 800 plus videos. The channel has over 4,300,000 views. We are definitely a channel, it's just me and you guys. Our community is definitely a channel that is just guerrilla style. We're not polished. We just talk about honesty and more psychological with our technology, which is why it's called tech therapy in many instances. Since the pandemic, you've seen less content from me, even though I've had more opportunity. My partnership with Value Electronics, being able to see panels in here that I wouldn't normally have. It's just the change in life has made less time. You think it'd give you more time, but less time than I had before. That said, going forward, you're going to see partnerships with other channels. You're going to see more live streams, more interactions like this one. The channel has grown. I have not been as in the comments as I normally am, and that is strictly due to time. And that time will be coming back to me a little bit. But having kids and family and what's happening out there in our community has made it very difficult, but I am so grateful that you're there. It's like knowing you have a good friend there. You are never quite lonely. And why I bring up starting the channel in those lonely moments, as many of you are in that boat. Anyway, even without the pandemic, many of you are alone. with your game system or your display. And I want to just, if anything, give you something to watch that is not toxic, that is here for you and is yours. I always say the channel's not me, it's us. And that's why you hear we when I'm talking. It's really just me and the camera, as you can tell. But it really is your community. It really is you guys. I value all of the comments, all of your opinions. I don't value toxicity, which is why I really don't allow it or stop responding to it. I have no desire to have the channel grow with toxicity. All I want you to know is you have a friend here. And I feel that way because I feel you're there as friends. I get messages all the time wishing me, happy birthday or Merry Christmas, or, it's just amazing to know you're there. And to be able to share the technology that all of us love is really a gift. But for many of you, even pre-pandemic, these Christmas holidays and New Year's, and they're just lonely times. I don't want you to feel that. I want you to know that we're here. It doesn't matter if you want to get my attention. It doesn't have to be on a specific comment on a specific video. I don't care what video is playing. On that video, ask me a question and I will definitely get back to you. I will try my best to get back to you. If I don't respond, hit me up again. It's never going to be ignoring you. Again, unless you're toxic and you want to attack me, I'll be responding to those. But our community is rare on this platform. It's such a positive group. And like any friendships, we can disagree and we can agree to disagree, but that's any relationship and in any part of life. And I want to just say thank you. And I cannot believe we're at 10,000 subs. The channel has grown rapidly for me. Being somebody who does this very part-time, I'm amazed at how big it's gotten. But also keep in mind that by not letting it run wild with toxicity, it's going to stay at a certain size, as I don't allow attacking of other people. I don't allow that kind of stuff to happen in the comments too often, and that's okay. I'm not looking to become famous. I'm not looking to become an influencer. This is a part-time thing, and it really is just friendship. Even tonight with my family upstairs, and my family is here, my wife's family is here, and they've all quarantined to be here. We haven't seen them in over a year. To be up there with them, having a few cocktails, eating, I really wanted to get down here and talk to you guys. It was in the back of my mind. I wanted to put out a video for anyone who feels a little bit alone to know that I'm there, to know that we're here. And if you're feeling anything, isolation, or you're struggling, comment on the video. We've had that in the past where people are really down, and I've watched as the community has jumped in to talk to them and to help them, and they've reached out to each other on Instagram and other platforms. Holidays are tough anyway. They have the added pressure of you should be happy or you should be grateful. Doesn't change the fact that you might feel lonely. Now being isolated even further, the UK is shut down. Canada is really struggling. We have California, all these places where maybe you thought you'd have some freedom and you'd be able to see your family. You're now shut in, and that is hard on everybody. And I don't want you to feel so isolated. I want you to know that this community is here. And while we're all watching so much content, try and stay away from the toxic content if you can. Try and find something more positive or uplifting, and don't let it drag you down. Don't let it bring you farther down. But if you are struggling, please say something to us in the comments. I hope you guys have a good holiday. I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope you've been able to treat yourself to something. I do want to say this, though, is a lot of you, including myself, your finances have been crippled by the pandemic. I've had some opportunities in my career. I've had to work harder in different ways, and it's been beneficial, but it's taken me away from my family. So a lot of you are making moves like that, where you're more successful, but you have less time. So we're all adjusting. And for those of you that are struggling financially, for a little while, try to just be happy with what you have with technology. Having this large display and all the things that many of us look at and wish we had, trust me, they have their issues. They're not issue free. Sometimes they're worse than what you already have. Try to find, at least for a few days, if you're struggling and you're lonely, to just not focus so much on what you wish you had, but love the one you're with. Try less and focus on the flaws, as my TV has crawling blacks everywhere. Sorry, I've had a couple of cocktails. But don't look so much at the flaws. Try and be present and enjoy the game you're playing. Even if it's on an older console or an older panel, and maybe you don't have the surround sound you want. Try to get away from being so distant and be more present and enjoy your technology. Often our technology owns us. We always, I say that from Fight Club. The things that we own end up owning us. And I am most guilty of the flaws of technology pulling me away. Don't waste any time on that. If you're alone during the holidays, get your favorite game, find your favorite movies, sit back, hang out, and enjoy them. If you're somebody who's struggling with addiction, or you're somebody who's struggling with depression, reach out to some friends on the phone, reach out to some programs. Don't let yourself fall back. Don't let yourself slip back. It's so hard when there's no one else around. And I want you to know that I'm around. This channel's around. There's 800 nonsensical, not well done videos on this channel that you can watch. And it can be your enemy. Don't let it be your friend. Watch some holiday movies, Gremlins, Die Hard, things like that. But I do miss you guys. I do want to start doing live streams again. I am going to work with other channels that Brass Tacks, Spare Change. Shout out to them. Brass is in the UK. Shane from Spare Change, who lives close by. We'll be doing live streams together. Shout out to Jennifer Gala, who is in Canada. These are channels, only positive channels that I want to work with, and we'll be doing things together in the new year. And I'm excited for that. But the live streams where I talk to you guys directly is something that I want to do more of. And no matter how big this channel gets, I want it to still be just me and you. I want it to be that, that friendship. And I want to say something else too. When you're a small channel like mine, and you see that certain topics get views, and you see that certain, it's hard to know what to put out. And it'll start to change the way you do content. And for me, the comparisons that I did a lot with these different panels, I'll still do that. The tech therapy videos are my favorite and probably the least viewed. Videos like this, the videos of just me playing a video game, are probably the least viewed. But one thing about doing even those HDMI 2.1 videos with LG, those videos, though they weren't toxic, it's amazing how many views they get. When you're doing views about something that is popular that might suck, at least for the moment, I don't want to chase views. I don't want to chase likes. I need to be as in touch with what I want to do for this community, which is be myself and be closer to you guys versus what I think someone wants to see. It's almost like catering to your existing clientele versus new clients. And YouTube is all about bringing in new people, which is why this channel is always grown at a slow rate. Its growth was always really slow. And I'm actually okay with that. I don't want to chase subscribers. 10,000 was always my goal. 100 was my goal. But 10,000 was my big goal. In this TV space, I'm probably the smallest of all those channels. I'm not even a blip. And I'm okay with that because I want to be able to talk to you on a human level. The basis of this channel is not analytic. It's not bit mapping and exactly being so scientific. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a calibrator. I'm just a father with 2 kids who's a nerd in the basement who wants to share it with other people out there that have the same passion. That's all I offer. I'm offering friendship, some psychological thoughts on the way we handle tech is my specialty. I am in the wellness field, so it's important to me to have these conversations. The holidays are tough. It has been a brutal, brutal year. And, I will say that I did a video February 7th, and it was on the pandemic, and it was in Wuhan, and it was, I think, the Wall Street Journal. And I prefaced that video talking about perhaps a shortage with the consoles and the iPhone. And in that video, there was 720 dead, and that was still in China alone. I remember prefacing that video saying, well, hey, let's make sure we talk about the lost before we talk about, consoles and technology. And I would never dream, that this much time later, especially in the US and all these other countries, we'd have this much death, this much loss, this much job loss, and psychological loss, and people's friendships and relationships. And it's on so many levels. And the only advantage that those of us that love tech is that we do have this. We have our gaming, we have our love of movies, we have those things that at times, though they can make you feel introverted or alone, they really are a friendship. I was watching Gremlins this morning, and I love, and I want to do videos where we break down these movies, and something that me and Brass Tacks, and we're going to talk about those things. I want to do that content. And that's what I want to share with you guys. I want you to feel there's a friend here, because there is. And I'm not kidding. When I'm on vacation, there's videos on here of me wanting to show you where I am. I want to let you know that I'm here, because I need that as much as you guys. I don't do this for any other reason. The channel is monetized. The channel does make a little bit of money. I don't do it just for free. This video is not monetized, but doesn't make that kind of money. It's really just friendship. It's really just to be here and to be able to not show off on what I have, but to be honest with what I have. To be honest that it's flawed, but not to trash it or trash you or make you feel terrible about what you have. I want you to feel as good and as happy as you possibly can. YouTube is a great platform. It's a toxic platform, and not just other channels, but the content we watch. And I want to be not that. I want this channel to be just friendship and be us. And I want you to be able to share anything you have. You bought a brand new TV at Costco for $200. You absolutely love it. I want you to shout it and tell me you love it. I want you to feel it's safe to tell me that you just got a PS4 and it's base. I don't want that shaming or that toxicity. And I want to encourage you guys to do channels and approach it the way I did in this one way, is film it like nobody's watching. Now, if you have goals to be an influencer and do all that, then, do it like the big guys do it, big guys and big girls. But if you're somebody who just wants to get your content out there, you're somebody who just wants to, you're playing that's how I did a lot of them. You're playing a boss in a game. And that's what you would normally say to your friend next to you back in the Genesis days. Break out a camera, shoot the video, and then just put it up. Don't worry about editing it. Don't worry about making it clean. Don't worry about anything. And don't worry about people watching it. Even people I know that are much larger YouTubers, we get too caught up in who watches what. We all do it. You see a video does really, really well. You're like, wow, how can I do that again? And you'll stop being you. And here it is on Christmas Eve. My family's upstairs, and I want to talk to you guys. 20 minutes in, the video is only about love, appreciation, gratitude for you guys and for this community that I feel that I've been distant from during this pandemic. And though I'm grateful for the growth, I do want to shrink it down a little bit and get back into this intimacy and get back into being in touch with you guys. Like I said, you'll see live streams with me, with other channels. You'll see more content. It doesn't have to be grand content. You'll see more with new displays from Value Electronics. I have displays in here. I don't have, I once in a while just miss talking to you guys. And that's what this video is about. So 19 minutes in, boy, your boy can talk. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I will do a video on New Year's as well. I love you guys. If you're feeling alone, things are tough, comment on this video. We'll talk to you. I will have my phone on tonight. Merry Christmas. Love you guys. I know we're all feeling like once this New Year's comes, you know, I would temper those expectations. New Year's is really about symbolism, but I would say also with this pandemic, there's really, there's no gray area. You know, we're either so grateful that no one is sick or no one has died, or we're hating the world. There just isn't that. So, and that's a daily basis. You know, oh my God, I'm so happy that this hasn't happened, but this sucks. You know, that is such a hard thing for so many of us. You know, our conversations are so limited, and we have to just all try to find that middle ground of not being so grateful or so disappointed. And I hope you guys can be present. Again, enjoy the tech you have for a little while. Stop searching for what you don't have. Enjoy what you have. Pick a game that you want to play or beat. I know I'm off from my job for the next 5 days, so I'll be getting back to your comments. You'll see more content. But I really want to just stop, say hello, say thank you for 10,000 subs, say Merry Christmas, and just tell you guys that I love you. I'm here, and I am so appreciative that you're there. Merry Christmas. Be healthy. Be safe. Keep your head up and try and smile. And I will see you in the comments. Hope you have an amazing holiday. Merry Christmas.